big, beautiful, loving planet called Earth. I know that I've talked about what love means to me in the past on this YouTube channel, and how sometimes love is not the easiest thing to feel or have as an emotion, but it does exist for me. And look, I know there are times in my life where can be a very powerful thing. And sometimes that love that's powerful, it can be a bad thing. It can be too much. And there are some times in life where, you fall in and out of love. And love can be very, I don't know how the right way to describe this is. Because there are times in my life where I have felt that I've loved a woman with my whole heart. But the thing of the matter is that it's a two-way street. Love is. You can love someone as much as you want, and most of you will consider that as infatuation or obsession or a negative connotation to it. But there are times in life where there are individuals out there who will love you with their whole heart. They will love you till the day they die, or till the day I die. And I'm not saying it's going to be... Love is not an easy journey. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes, having your heart broken. It has all those things to do with it. And sure, you may love someone with your whole heart, but that person that you love with your whole heart may not love you back. And that can be a bad thing, because you'll go into depression, or you'll get anxiety from that, and you'll be thinking, hey, what did I do wrong? Why did I do this thing that's wrong? And loving someone with your whole heart and not having them love you back. And trust me when I say this, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, even though a lot of you may say that this is obsession, this is lust, this is the other word I used earlier, all of those things may be accurate, but you gotta understand, when I love something, and I truly love something or someone, I'm not going to go half-assed. I'm not going to go 0% on that, or even 1% on that, or even 2%, or 50%. I'm going in all in. And that may seem like I'm being possessive or something along those lines, but that's not the case. When I do something, when I am in love with something, when I'm passionate about something, I will give it 100% of the time, all the time. And when it comes to loving a person, it is a completely different ball game. It is a completely different outlook on life. And not everyone's going to love you 100% of the time. Not everyone's going to love you even like 85% of the time, or even 95% of the time. You'll be lucky, and I'm going to say this lightly, you'll be lucky if someone loves you like 65 to 50 to 70% of the time. But I'm not that type of person. When I love someone, or love a woman, or love a project I'm working on, or anything like that, I go at it 100%. I don't do it halfway. I don't do it at very little percent. I go in it at 100%. That is what keeps me going every single day. Now, not every woman is going to love me. I will grant you that, because, I've been rejected. I've been turned down. I've been all of these things over the course of my lifetime since I started loving women, which was, from like the day I was born. Even though you really don't know about love or what women can offer. And I don't mean that to belittle or say anything derogatory towards women. It's just, you know, when I was, okay, let's just put it this way. When I started middle school, maybe even a little bit before that, let's go back to elementary school. I felt like and love for the women's species. And maybe they didn't feel the same way about me, and that's okay. You don't, not every woman, as long as I can be in a relationship with one woman that loves me for the rest of my life, or attempts to love me, whether that be 75% or 70% loves me, I'm okay with that. And it may sound like I'm, backtracking or putting something out there that, may not make a whole lot of sense to a lot of you out there, but take for example, okay, let's go away from that love of a woman for a second. Let's talk about love for this channel, because I've been doing this YouTube channel since I first created my account back in February 12th of 2012. It is now July 25th of 2024, which means that for 12 years, March, April, May, June, July, and 5 months out of the YouTube career, I've loved every single moment of this. And sure, every single person gets burnt out. I've gotten burnt out. I mean, I took a 2-week break back in September of 2017 to figure things out. But since that day, in September of 2017, up until today, I've not missed a single day of consecutive daily vlogging. I've shown passion. I've shown emotion. I've shown the ability that I'm gonna love this for the rest of my life, and that's what's important to me. And now I don't know where in the world she is, but I know that somewhere out there in the world, whether that be here in California, whether that be in some other state, someone will love me enough to be in a relationship with me at some point in my life. And I know, being 35, that window is slowly closing. And I'm not saying it's closing, completely. I'm just saying, as I get older, whether it's me turning 36 next year, turning 40 in 5 years, whether it's me turning 50 in 15 years, at some point in my life, that window will completely close. And it may not be next year, it may not be 5 years from now, it may be maybe more towards 10 or 15 years from now, or even 20 years from now, but that window will permanently close once I get to a certain age of having a woman love me for the rest of my life, and I love her for the rest of her life. It's so hard to deal with rejection, because I've dealt with it a lot, and I'm starting to get used to rejection, but I'm not completely over all of the rejection I've dealt with in my lifetime, whether it be elementary school girls, middle school girls, high school girls, even junior college women, even women after I left junior college. At some point, that, like I said, that window will close for me, whether that be when I turn 45, whether that be when I turn 50 or 55, or even when I get closer to 60. Who knows what's going to happen between now and my 50th birthday? That's 15 years from now. But whatever does happen, I will take you along for that journey. It may not happen at the trip in September, which is getting closer and closer. It may not happen at the YouTube convention next June, but at some point it will happen. It's just going to take time and patience and understanding. I would like for something to happen at one point, whether that be me going to Southern California to go to Disneyland, California Adventure, and Universal Studios, or when I go to YouTube, the YouTube convention I've talked so much about. But that probably will not likely happen. It could, but it probably won't. So that's all I wanted to say in today's vlog. We've got a couple of birthdays to wish today, so let's just dive into that. I want to wish Gina Darling a happy 35th birthday, Heartbeat a happy 35th birthday, and Chloe Abbott a happy birthday. That does it for birthdays today on this 25th day of July. Tomorrow the plan is to go see Deadpool and Wolverine. Today the whole day is going to be dedicated to watching the first two Deadpool films. I have one of them on Amazon, and I have one of them on a streaming platform called Max. So when this vlog goes up, I'll watch the first one, and then after dinner I'll watch the second one, and then we'll go watch the movie in theaters on Friday at 11:30, which is tomorrow at 11:30 a.m., and then go from there and see where the day takes us after that. So yeah, that's everything I've got. We're getting close to the last weekly task before it becomes monthly task next week. And then bye-bye.